Hi, and welcome. I am Sylvia Hartman, the creator of Modern Energy, and I come to you from a world on the other side of the paradigm shift where we live life not with five senses but with six instead, and our sixth sense are our emotions. And when we factor that in to the other five senses, then we have a view of reality that is much more encompassing. This is obviously extremely heretical, and so um, if we want to get the message out that we are not actually crazy as human beings, but that when we work with the correct paradigm, we can actually understand what we're doing and live happier, healthier lives, then please like, share, and subscribe to this video. If you're completely new and you don't know what we're doing, there's a book on the topic here which explains it all quite beautifully. Lots of happy pictures to help illustrate the core concepts. And this is my book, The Energy Revolution, which is currently available for free. And there's a link below the video. So let's get started. Our topic today: how to suck less at life. And the robots don't like that title. They don't like the word suck because, I don't know, it's a bad word. So I've got flagged for content warnings, and I very nearly didn't make this video on the grounds that obviously the algorithm doesn't like it and it's going to be suppressed, and so nobody gets to hear it. And then I thought, well, if we're going to be bending down to the robot rules right at the start, right here, and have these forbidden words that we can't say anymore, and these videos that we cannot make, well, we might as well then pack up and go home. So I am going to make this video, and I'm going to rely on the fact that human beings are going to find this interesting, amusing, helpful, and will go ahead and share that with other human beings and the robots. Okay, so how to suck less at life. This is brilliant, and I was so thrilled to have discovered this only last week that I decided I wanted to share this with you. Now, I've been in personal development for at least 40 years now, and some of you might be old enough to remember an affirmation that went, every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. And well, my young aspects tried that for a while, but they found it really exhausting. And this whole thing about getting better all the time and having to outdo your past aspects and having to work on yourself to become a better person all the time. It's stressful, it's tiring, it's tiresome, and it feels like you're just never getting anywhere. In fact, how to get better is it's a difficult concept to wrap your mind around. But the other day, I was watching Robot Wars, and there was this team, and they had made a robot, and it lost every single fight, to the point that they were becoming a bit of a laughing stock. And so the interviewer went down to the pits and said, what's your plan for the future? And the guy said, well, I don't know yet. So the next year they returned with their robot rebuilt, and they were asked again, so what did you do? How did you make your robot so much better? And the guy said, well, we just looked at what we sucked at, and we sucked at offense, we sucked at defense, we sucked at reliability, we sucked at driving, we sucked at everything. And so when we went back, we just decided to try and suck a little bit less. And I was just like, yes, that's the spirit. I love that for personal development. Instead of every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. Why don't instead I try to just suck a little bit less? Not massively less, just a little bit less. And that was really cool as a thought process, as an energy process. And I reacted to that, and you can tell I'm smiling because this whole thing is just making me smile. And that means that my energy is flowing better than it was before I thought in terms of sucking a little bit less. What I noticed here was that when I started thinking about how can I suck less, it opened up sort of all kinds of domains that I had previously not even been able to think about, because it started asking the question, well, what do you suck at? And one of the first things that came to my mind is I suck at marketing. I really do. I have I have this absolutely awesome, beneficial, positive, life-changing project in my hand that is modern energy, with all its brilliant techniques, and just it's life-saving. It's a gift. And I have just no idea how to market this. I try, not very successfully, and it's sort of a snake that bites his own tail because I'm not very successful at marketing it. I haven't got the marketing funds to have bigger marketing campaigns. So, yes, I will admit this, and fair enough, here we are. I suck at marketing. And that's kind of an energy movement, like you get in the Alcoholics Anonymous. You know, my name is Peter and I'm an alcoholic. There is something about acknowledging the fact that there's something you suck at that is actually a relief. Ah, yes, this is true. It's true. It's true. I suck at marketing. So now, instead of that endless question that my aspects have been asking for, I don't know, 20 years now, how can I get better at marketing? The question, how can I suck less, arises. And immediately there is this tingle of laughter behind it. Could I potentially suck a little bit less? Yeah, I think I could. Hmm. Yeah, what could I suck less at? And the robot wars example comes to mind, where one of the places or areas where this team had sucked was reliability. And this is certainly something I can acknowledge. I am not a reliable marketer. I'm not getting up every morning at a certain time, making sure that all the marketing is being done, that social media posts are being done, that other people are posting social media posts. That reliability isn't there. Now, I have an excuse when I get writing a book or I have a new project or I have to write a course. I get hyper focused on that. And that's all I can think about when I'm doing that. And at that point, all my marketing just stops. Boom. And so after when I come back out of that after, I don't know, a week, a month, then I start doing some marketing, but it's like you're starting from scratch. Whatever wave had been building up before had just run aground on the shore, and now you have to start all over again to try and create some enthusiasm, some excitement. And this goes along until I get involved with another project, and then it all goes down again. So, yeah, I have identified now just by thinking about I hadn't thought about this before. I came here to do this video. Just by thinking about that, yeah, this is how I suck at marketing. This is also important. I mean, how do you do your sucking? This takes me back to a pattern that we had so much fun with, 20 years ago on the old NLP forums. Pattern that my aspect developed, which was how to fail at everything. And we got for people to write instruction. That's the same story actually that we're having today. Back in the day, everybody was writing this how to succeed at this, that, and the other, and how to be a better this, that, and the other. And I came up with this pattern and how to fail about how make a self-help book called How to Fail at Everything. And then we got the experts out. There was somebody who explained how to fail at learning how to play the guitar. Buying a really cheap one and making sure it hurts your fingers, and not following the instructions in the book, but doing something else instead. And we made these awesome lists of how to fail at plastering, how to fail at losing weight, how to fail. It was absolutely hilarious. And yeah, that's it. We know already what we're doing wrong. We know that. And that's, I think that this concept of how can I suck a little bit less opens that up. And so that knowledge that we have accrued on how to do the failing in whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, build a business, lose weight, give up your cocaine addiction, whatever it may be, that opens that up to now how to do what we're actually doing and acknowledging that. And we're not asking here to become perfect either or to solve the problem, just how to suck a little bit less, just a little bit, tiny little bit less, to suck a little bit less. Now, I've been thinking here as I'm talking about my marketing problem and the inability to build up a wave on social media through regular posting. I wonder if I could take just a little bit of attention away from the project I'm working on and perhaps post something first thing in the morning, just one thing on one social media channel. So it won't get in the way of the project I'm actually working on. Perhaps I can even post something that's going to be good for the project I'm working on. Perhaps I can post something, an inspiring thought or a nice positive, like, "Good morning, everybody, wishing you all happy sunshine." And hit send and then get on with the project. Just a tiny little improvement so that my marketing sucks just a little bit less. That sounds possibly doable. And if I was to forget this, because I wake up in the morning if I'm working on a project, and the minute I jump out of bed, I'm like, yeah, to the point that I've just lost my glasses here. My mind is immediately on the project. Can I remember to do that marketing thing? Is it possible? Is it possible I could suck a little bit less? Well, I'm going to try it out. It's not going to hurt. I mean, nothing's going to change at all if I fail at sucking a little bit less. We're just going to be going on with the same old, same old. And the same for you. If you decide to suck a little bit less at whatever it is that you would like to suck a little bit less at, if you completely fail to make that little tiny change, then nothing is lost. You're just going to be going on as you were going on before. So, can't lose, really. So, shall we do that then? Shall we all try and go ahead and try and just find some places and suck just a little tiny bit less? And find out what happens when we do that. I'm still smiling. I still find this really exciting. And I promise also to have a look at how I can suck a little bit less at running a YouTube channel. So with that, I am blessing you with starlight, with sunshine, with diamonds, and beautiful opalescent bubbles. I wish you a beautiful day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.